Here we'll be learning about the intermediate value theorem. So here you have a Subway restaurant and you have one person waiting in line at 0 minutes. But 5 minutes later, you now have 6 people waiting in line at Subway. Another 5 minutes later, you only have 2 people waiting in line at Subway. Then, 2 minutes later, you have 4 people waiting in line at Subway. Another 5 minutes later, you have 10 people waiting in line at Subway. But 6 minutes later, you have only 7 people waiting in line at Subway. Lastly, another 6 minutes later, you have not a single person in line waiting at Subway. So, here pretty much explains everything you just saw. Here's a table showing the number of people at 0 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 18 minutes, 24 minutes, and 30 minutes. So, the number of people waiting in line to buy a Subway sandwich during lunch rush is modeled by the continuous function LT for 0 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to 30. Values of LT at various times t are shown in the table. For 0 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to 30, what is the fewest number of times at which LT is equal to 2? Give a reason for your answer. So this kind of sounds a little confusing. It's just asking basically how many times can LT equal 2? So even though it doesn't show it in the graph, it can still equal 2 at different times. So between 0 and 5 minutes, there must have been at least 2 people in line because it can't just go from 1 to 6. At 10 minutes, it just tells you there's automatically 2 people. And lastly, at 24 minutes to 30 minutes, it must have been at least 2 people in line before it went to 0. So this just means that your answer is 3, and the reason for your answer is IVT, which means intermediate value theorem.